Hello folks. Every year I do this. I either do a video or I talk about being grateful, living in a state of grace. And I'm just very grateful for everybody. Thanksgiving and Halloween have always been two of my favorite holidays. Halloween because it's such a fun holiday and I love spooky things. Thanksgiving is more because it has nothing to do with raise the volume, excuse me. Because it has nothing to do with like gift giving, awkward gifts giving, and all to do with getting together with family, food, and fun, and giving thanks to all we have, for everything that we have, big or small, and all our blessings, and giving thanks just for another day of life. So it really boggles my mind when I hear people say that they have no blessings and they have nothing to be grateful for. I mean, I'm just like, what? Are you kidding me? So we have to look at what bounty of blessings we want to be grateful for in our lives. To celebrate what the universe, God, has bestowed upon us. Many times, I know I've been guilty of this, and I'm sure a lot of people are guilty of this too. We wake up in the morning without being aware of the words coming out of our mouth, saying, complaining, oh, I didn't get enough sleep, or going to bed complaining, I didn't get enough work done. And by doing this, we're living in scarcity and not being grateful. And by doing this, it's just not cool, because it's not a positive thing to do, and it's not living in a state of grace. We're living in a mindset of, it's not good enough. And I myself, like I said before, have been guilty of this, and I want to share a story with you guys real quick of something that happened today. But first, what I want to share, hey Sarah, how are you? Thank you for joining in, is that in order to change this way of thinking, you have to change your state. Okay, and what I mean by that, I don't mean the state that you're living in, that I'm going to leave New York and go somewhere else and that's going to change the way I feel. No, what I mean about that is, hi Mark, what I mean about that is your state of mind, how you are speaking to yourself, how you're thinking. I'm talking about waking up and being grateful, even though you didn't get the 8 hours of sleep, but you got something, even if it was 4, for the ability to be able to sleep and wake up in the morning, for that peaceful sleep, regardless of the amount. I got some sleep. Instead of going to bed thinking about what I didn't get done. Oh, I didn't get all this work done, and now it's going to pour over into the next day. Instead of going to bed thinking that way, why don't you go to bed thinking what you got done and how grateful you feel because you did do something. Maybe you didn't do everything you set out to do, but wow, you did something. And that's something to be grateful for, because you did something, no matter how big or small it is, it's something to be grateful for. You accomplished something that day. Maybe not everything that was on your list, but you did something, okay? If you hear snoring, that's my dog. I want to share a quick story with you that happened to me today with a friend. I had wrist surgery. If you guys saw me a few weeks ago, my hand was in a sling and it was wrapped up. I got the stitches out yesterday. You see this little mark here? Hello, Carmelo. Thanksgiving. My hand is better. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm doing much better. I'm talking about it right now. See, I have a little scar here. So one of my girlfriends said to me, Yvette, why are you look at that scar and it's swollen. Oh my God. How do you feel about that? Are you okay with that? And what I said to her, And it was funny because this little scar doesn't matter to me, because it's an imperfection, and nobody's perfect, you know. And this scar shows that I did get this corrected, and that is healing now. So I'm fine with it. So I told her, I said, you know what? I'm grateful for that scar. And she's like, what do you mean by that? And I said, well, I'm grateful for the scar because it means that my hand is healing, like I said. I had the surgery done, and I still have my hand and my wrist. I said, there are other people in this world that unfortunately don't have two hands, may not even have a wrist, may not have an arm, may not have legs. I said, so this little scar, I'm grateful for it, you know, because it could have been worse. And she was like, wow, that's a great way of looking at it. And if we all looked at things that way, I think we would be much happier people. God bless you too, Carmelo. We would be much happier people instead of complaining all the time. And that's also living in a state of grace, of being grateful, of an attitude of gratitude. So when we become truly grateful, when we live in a state of gratitude, gratitude turns what we already have into enough. Once we can reach that state in life, the universe, God, will bring us more. Today, especially today, it's the night before Thanksgiving. I would like you all to sit for a moment and think, and really think how truly blessed you are and why you should be grateful. Even for the little things. Sometimes people think, oh, if something big happens, then I'm grateful. It could be the smallest little thing, like, you know, you woke up today, you open your eyes. That's something to be grateful about. There are a lot of people who are not waking up in the morning, or wake up and then die. 2 weeks ago, I lost a good friend of mine. Perfectly healthy gentleman. And he just passed away, you know. So it's always good to be grateful and thankful for what we have. And when you are, the universe will bring you more. I want to share a few things with you, 3 little things that I do with my clients to maintain an attitude of gratitude. One is create a gratitude journal. I have one every night before I go to sleep. I write in my journal. And then I write about my day. It's kind of a good way to decompress. And I also write 3 things that I am grateful for. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. Again, sometimes people think it has to be some big event that happened. It could be something simple. You know, like I ran into an old friend, and I'm grateful that I was able to see this old friend. You know, I was healthy today. I wasn't sick. Especially if you're someone who's suffering from an illness. Well, today I felt healthy. You know, any simple little thing you can be grateful for. You know, another thing I like doing with my clients is I take a jar and I create a gratitude jar with them. You know, and what we do is we take small little pieces of paper, almost like those yellow stickies, and you write something on there every day of what you're grateful for. And you're going to take these papers, you're going to put it in the jar, you're going to keep the jar closed, but every day you're going to put something in there that you're grateful about. And towards the end of the year, usually on Thanksgiving or on New Year's Eve, I let my clients decide which day they want to bring the stuff out. And you take it out, you take out the papers, and you look at all these things that you were grateful for that year, you know. And it's really a great way to remind you of all the blessings that we have to be grateful for. Also, another thing I would say is put your hands on your heart. Take a deep, long breath. Okay? And close your eyes and go back into time. A time when you felt very grateful and blessed for something or an event that happened to you in your life. And sit with that and really, really feel it. It will bring a smile to your face and a feeling of gratitude for that life experience. You know, there is joy and abundance in everything we do in life. We can be grateful for anything. There are 2 emotions in life that can wreck our state of gratitude, and those are fear and anger. You cannot be in a state of gratitude if you are fearful. So let go of fear. Very important to let go of fear. We can't be angry and be in a state of gratitude. So let go of anger. Let it go. Forgive. You know, when you hold on to anger, it's not good, and you can't truly live in a state of gratitude. So gratefulness is a beautiful experience. My dog keeps snoring. Gratefulness is a great fullness of life. Okay, so let me repeat that again. Gratefulness is a beautiful experience of great fullness of life. When we are in the great fullness of life, our cup is almost overflowing, but not quite, not yet dripping over the edges. So we are one with God and the universe. And acknowledging the good that is already in our life is a foundation of abundance. And abundance comes from within. So if you're looking for it, if you're looking for abundance and you haven't found it, it's because you are looking outside of yourself. Abundance comes from your being, from your own being and who you are. And we acknowledge and are grateful for what we already have. Have the changes. So when we acknowledge and are grateful for what we already have, that changes your vibration and frequency and allows for more to be drawn to you. And it changes you. It changes your reality, your world, and it really changes everything when you're grateful and you live in an attitude of gratitude. So on this Thanksgiving, like I do every year, I want you all to know how grateful I am for all of you, for every client, every question, everyone who has supported the work that I do in this world and has allowed me to pour my wisdom into them so that they can have a vibrant, happier life and go from just surviving to thriving. And thank you for your knowing, for learning, your growth, and for trusting me and joining me in this wonderful journey called life. I appreciate you immensely. And I want to wish you all, from my family to yours, a warm, happy Thanksgiving Day. Big hugs, much love. So grateful for you all. God bless. If you like this video, by all means, please share it with someone who may need to hear this message about living in an attitude of gratitude and being grateful. Like I said, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Much love. I hope you have much to be thankful for and grateful for. I know I do. I'm blessed to still be here today. 15 years ago it was different. I didn't even know if I would still be alive today. So I'm so grateful to God, the universe, for me being here today. Anyway, that's all I have to share. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless. And I will see you on my next live chat this weekend. Take care. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.